recorded. If any other persons present are recording, let's notify the chair at this time.
Yes, Don Moran's recording.
Thanks, Don. Okay, attendance. David Singer.
Here.
Butch Hawkins present. Mayor.
I'm here.
Chief Strahan.
I'm here.
Liz Gilman. Carol Collins.
Here.
Hey, Carol, thank you. David Mascaratello.
Here.
Steve Draculich.
Here.
Gene Wall. Amy McMahon. Jen Stromston.
Here.
Thank you. Jim Nguyen.
Here.
Hey, non-voting members, Laura Phelps.
Here.
Marlo Warner.
Here.
George Vandelinder. Fernando sent me a thing. He's not going to be present. Chief Haig. Peter McIver. Greg Diefendorf. Okay. Others present, Neil Joyce.
Here.
Roger.
Here.
Trina.
Here.
Dennis.
Dennis is joining.
And Adam is here also.
Okay. And Ed Jarvis. Okay.
We should all sing happy birthday to Jen Thompson.
Oh, another one of those.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, don't you love them?
Birthday.
Birthday.
29 again, man. What a life.
49 still. 49.
Call in user 4. You.
Yeah.
Butch.
What's that?
Mute call in user 4.
Mute. Oh. I don't know how to mute.
Oh, should be under where the little diagram down at the bottom says participants. The people thing. Ooh,
Oh, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
They might have muted themselves.
They muted themselves.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Butch,
Yeah.
I'd like to, if you would okay it, I'd like to introduce Jim Nguyen, our new member.
Go right ahead. Great time to do that.
So Jim Nguyen has taken Herb Forgey's spot on the committee, was appointed by the mayor and voted by city council. Just a little background on Jim Nguyen. He is a retired district chief of our call force, had 30 plus years on the fire department, on our call force. He's also father to 3 boys, all that served on the fire department in one capacity or another. And Mike Nguyen was the fire chief before I took over as fire chief, and that's one of his sons. So just wanted to personally welcome Jim and introduce him to the committee. Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah. I didn't realize you were Mike's father. It's the only one I know.
Okay, and I think I saw Gene Walsh present also. Okay, prior meeting minutes for February the 10th. I believe Peter mailed them out to everybody. Emailed them out to everybody. Folks had a chance to look at them. Is there a motion to accept them?
So moved.
Second? Chief Strand seconds it.
Second.
Thank you. Any further discussion on the minutes? Okay, great. Hearing none. All those in favor, David Singer.
Aye.
Aye. Butch Hawkins, aye. Mayor. Did she leave us? Mayor?
She's here. She says yes.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
Chief Strand?
I had to take a phone call briefly. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Carol Collins?
Yes.
David Mascaratello? Muted.
I wasn't present, so I abstained.
Very good. Okay. Steve Draculich.
Yes.
Thank you. Gene Wall.
Yes.
Amy's not here. Jen.
Yes.
I am here.
Oh, you're here? Okay, thank you. You were at the last meeting, yes?
Yes.
Amy? How do you vote
Yes.
on the minutes?
Yes.
Thank you. And Jim Nguyen.
Yes.
Were you actually a member at the last meeting, Jim?
Oh, I sat in. I can't vote. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. I thought so. Thank you. Okay. Item on the agenda is the budget update expenditures to date by Neil Joyce.
Which if you'll, I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
Everybody can see that, I trust? Yes?
It could be a little bigger.
Bigger, yeah.
Okay.
I put on my glasses too. That might help.
Is that all right?
Oh,
Better.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Since our last committee meeting, really, the last budget update we received was in early January. We have paid what I will call progress payments for the most part to the designer for the advancement of the design drawings through schematic and into design development. Our fee has been updated accordingly, and largely that was it. We did a small number of bills for some work at Prospect Street and rent invoices associated with the trailers and modular structures at the temporary fire station. So our total expenditures to date are just shy of 2.675 million out of an $18 million budget. We have made the adjustment in the construction value as well as the reduction in FF&E and contingency that we have spoken about at our last meetings. And with that, I'm happy to take any questions people may have.
Anyone have a question? I can only see part of you, so you'll have to speak up. There you go. Any chance you can send that out to us, Neil?
Certainly.
Just so we kind of have a running
That would be helpful, please.
Yep,
where we're going.
happy to.
Thanks. Okay. No questions on the budget? Okay, good. Update plan changes relative to design development phase. Karina, probably on that one.
Okay, I would have to note that we are joined by phone. Both Adam and myself are in a car. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to be getting on a train. So I'm going to try to keep this short and to the point. We're continuing to move forward with the design development drawings. We're not done with the design development phase. We are working with the interior designers to put together the material information and samples that we want to provide to the committee to give them some options to choose from. We're still working on, and we anticipate, I believe, having some things for the next committee meeting in March. We are going to be meeting on Monday in person. And Carol, I saw your email. I just hadn't gotten back to you. Meeting on Monday in person at 10:30 in the city meeting. Is that correct, Adam?
Yes, City Hall Conference.
City Hall.
Okay, City Hall Conference Room. Yep. And I just want to let you know that Brian Hamill from CES, he's not sure if he'll be able to make it in person at that time. He's got a meeting that's wrapping up at 10. He's going to try to make it. in person, but if he cannot, we will have joined via WebEx, and that should be sufficient for the meeting.
So what is the purpose of that meeting? I have no notification of it in my calendar right now.
Okay, my
Thanks.
apologies, Mayor. This was a meeting to discuss with the mechanical, electrical, plumbing engineers, the finer points of the mechanical system, electrical system. So it's a lot of detail. It might bore you to death in some ways.
Yeah,
But we
no,
need
I
to go.
I understand now. It sounded like it might be for the whole committee. I didn't-
No, it's a small subcommittee,
Yeah.
it's not even committee, it's, it's the chief, it's his
Yeah.
staff, and it's a design meeting, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so that's the update I have for everybody at this moment. Did you want to add anything, Adam?
Nope.
I
Okay,
just
make sure
need to, let me go back to the meeting on Monday. Did you book that room?
I think Carol
Yes,
did.
we booked. I worked with Carol to book the room and set up the WebEx.
Okay,
Caitlin, I'm sorry.
Caitlin, okay, all right, because mornings can be busy there, but, all right.
Yes, we confirmed the availability and booked it.
Okey doke.
Any questions for Katrina or Adam on that? Okay, thanks. The next item is, Katrina, are you setting a March date yet for the in-person meeting to talk about, the interior materials and colors and textures or any of that sort of stuff?
I'm waiting for confirmation first from the team at Tecton, to make sure that they've got things ordered and coming before we set that date. But we will be talking with them tomorrow afternoon, as a design team meeting. And I should have an answer on what day they think that they can have the materials.
Okay, so we should just put it on the agenda for March 10th and do it sometime after that?
Yes, I would request that.
We
Okay,
might want to think about that as a meeting at the John Zahn Center, just so that we can spread out and have some ability to see things. Well, it's something that's a little bigger than the City Hall meeting room, or a lot bigger, but I mean, it gives us more space, but the only issue there is it has to be after 4 o'clock. So if that's not convenient, we'll make do in the City Hall room. I mean, it could be at 4 o'clock, but it can't be before then.
Okay, understood, Mayor. Thank you.
okay. Anyone, any questions on that piece? Seeing none. About the pre-qualification subcommittee report, Neil?
So the second solicitation for subcontractor qualifications was completed. We got 4 additional packages. Fortunately, it was 1 in each of the trade categories that we were light in. I believe that we are still going to be deficient in acoustic ceiling tiles. We do have the option of bidding that work as an open filed sub-bid, not requiring pre-qualification, which we can certainly do. In terms of completing the evaluations, the subcommittee met last week on Thursday. We discussed some questions and clarifications that the evaluators sought from us. And we are hoping to bring that to a conclusion the first week in March and make a recommendation back to this committee at one of our March meetings, either the first or the second, to conclude the pre-qualification process.
Okay. Any questions, Neil, on that? Sort of the timeline going forward from there, Neil? What's the expected sort of end game of picking contractors?
So the pre-qualification process needs to be completed prior to the bid documents going out. We have to make written notice to each of the pre-qualified subcontractors of their status. And frankly, any of the pre-qualified or any of the contractors that do not achieve pre-qualification. Once that notification is done and the bid documents are ready, we're anticipating going out to bid in May. Katrina or Adam can weigh in on that, but that's our anticipation right now. And we hope to have a contractor under agreement no later than July 1st.
Any further questions? on That process.
Carol,
I'm just
Carol?
curious if, I'm sorry, if you can share if there's any local contractors that are in the running?
Yes, Carol, there are several contractors, I will say, within the 413 area code.
Right on.
I can provide you, I mean, there's I think there are 62 contractors that are currently under consideration. So if you want to, I can give you a list of who those firms are. But yes, there is a representative group from the 413 area code.
Great.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Question for Neil? Okay. Temporary fire station update. Anything new with that, Chief?
No, we have been working through some small issues. The response has been good when we've had issues come up, so we're in good shape. I do want to mention, to go back to the subcommittee, I had the opportunity to sit on their subcommittee meeting the other day, and the work that those folks are putting in is pretty impressive. So I just wanted to publicly say thank you to that group. They're working very hard on going through all the people that submitted to us. It's a lot of work. I'm impressed by what they've been doing. So on behalf of me, I'd like to say thank you to that group.
Good. Okay. All right. The next meeting will be on the 10th of March, 4 o'clock. We're at the point of a motion for adjournment.
so moved.
Second.
Record time. Okay, all in favor? David?
Yes.
Butch, yes. Mayor?
Yes.
Chief?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Jean?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
And Jim?
Yes.
Thank you very much, everybody. See you later.
Sure. See you
Thank
later.
you.